everything changes.
Hey, good afternoon everybody. Welcome into the RockstarFlipper YouTube channel, and from the title of this video you probably can tell it's going to be a little more serious. Today's Wednesday, March 6th, 2019, and I got bombarded, probably half a dozen or more people tagging me or emailing me the story of Claire's store today and the asbestos tainted makeup. And this is a reseller targeted video because there's some very good things that you can learn as a reseller, especially Amazon sellers and even eBay sellers and Poshmark sellers included, from this story and from what happened. So let's start with the Claire's story. I'll kind of post it up on one of these sides here and you guys can see the screenshot from it. I'll link the story as always down below. Anything I talk about is linked below. Any of my groups or news stories or anything is always down below. So the story is that the FDA tested some of Claire's products, their makeup, the compact, and some of their other stuff, and it tested positive for asbestos. If you're not familiar with what asbestos is, it's deadly, it can kill you, it causes a lot of lung issues, lung problems, mesothelioma it can cause. In fact, one of my grandfathers died from that and sued his, of course, late wife, my grandmother who's still alive, sued and won millions of dollars from an asbestos lawsuit, which she has since used to travel the whole world. So thanks, Grandma, for traveling the world on Grandpa's millions. No, on a serious note though, he did sue, it was sad, and he lived a long life, but not as long as he should have. So with that being said, asbestos being in makeup is a very, very bad problem. Claire's, you know, again, you can read the story, Claire's is pulling the product, but they did not issue a recall. And apparently the FDA, the federal, the Drug Administration, does not have the ability to force them to do a recall. It's voluntary, which is crazy to me. If they found their products tainted, they should be able to force that, but they're not, and that's what's insane about it. So with that being said, how does that affect resellers and what does that have to do with it? Well, one, I think Claire's is gonna be in big trouble as a company going forward. This is huge bad PR. But two, everybody always asks about getting ungated on Amazon or being able to sell restricted products, and this is one of the reasons why Amazon doesn't allow it. Anything that you can put in your mouth or put on your body or your skin or your face or anything else could potentially harm you. We don't know what's in that stuff, and just like this happened, we didn't know there's no asbestos. So some little girls, that particular store targets tweens, you know, 12, 13, 14-year-olds, little girls. And so they're gonna take this makeup and they're gonna put it on and it's got asbestos, and all of a sudden they're breathing that asbestos in. The asbestos is going into their skin, into their blood system, and it's just bad all the way around. Think about how long it could have been going on and how much makeup, you know, this is a daily thing girls are putting on, you know, I think it was an eyeshadow too. So they're putting on eyeshadow, they're putting on lipstick that could potentially have it, whatever the case might be. So that's why Amazon heavily restricts that category of anything you can eat, the grocery category, and anything that you can put on your body. And so you have to be specially approved. They have to approve the products. The products have to be from a manufacturer or a wholesaler. And that is a tough category to get opened in. I know many people were grandfathered or are open in that category, but it can create a problem. Because imagine if a little girl, let's say the wrong little girl, which they're all wrong if they have a problem, but let's say some billionaire, you know, let's say Bill Gates's granddaughter at some point uses this makeup. I'm just giving you an example. He doesn't even have a granddaughter, but uses it and gets cancer or gets a disease from this or gets sick. That's gonna create a lawsuit and a problem for Amazon way above and beyond letting you get ungated to make a couple dollars in fees. The same could potentially happen on eBay or Posh. Let's say that you sold some Posh or sold some Claire's makeup via Posh in a big box and people got it and they used it and they got sick. They could certainly come after you as the seller. They could also go after Poshmark for facilitating the transaction. So that's why you have to be very careful. Again, this isn't a scare video or whatever, like, hey, don't sell makeup. Absolutely not. By all means, you know, sell makeup. Don't sell Claire's makeup. I wouldn't really recommend that right now. But just know that these categories create problems for these platforms, legal and liability problems, and that's why on Amazon at least they gate you. And so as a reseller, you have to be, you know, conscientious and aware of the products you are selling, especially if it's grocery or makeup or something, you know, perfumes or colognes. Anything could happen, and This is kind of one of the reasons why having an LLC is good. You can register your business as a limited liability company, a sole owner LLC, single member, and it's taxed exactly the same as a sole proprietor, but you do get some of the protections of an LLC, which this would be one of those protections in civil lawsuits. Now, civil lawsuits can be passed along to personal people. They can name you personally, so there is not full protection. It's best if you talk to an attorney or a CPA even might know, or look it up and do your research online, which I have done. If you guys remember back 5 years ago, or almost 6 years ago, it's been 6 years since I was sued. That's insane. When I was sued, my LLC was sued and Casey Paris was sued personally. So my LLC did not protect me from that civil lawsuit. LLCs protect you from some, but not all, but it is one reason that you should think about getting one if you're serious and you're full-time. It can protect you in certain cases, and I don't know about injury lawsuits or disease lawsuits or problems like that, wrongful death. I'm not a lawyer, I don't know, but it possibly could help you with some protection. So that's the reseller side of it. Be cautious of what you're selling. Think about getting an LLC or a corporation to protect you in the event that something bad did happen. Because I'm sure there are some people on eBay and Amazon right now who sold some of this merchandise, who bought it, who got it in liquidation, who maybe got it as gifts and didn't want it and sold it, whatever the case might be. And now they have to wonder if the customer they sold it to who's been using it is going to have an issue in the future. Probably the likelihood of that is very low, and then the likelihood of them suing is even lower. If it was me, I wouldn't go after the person on eBay, or I wouldn't go after eBay, I'd go after Claire's and the makeup producer, the manufacturer, not the person that sold it to me. I mean, but you know how lawsuits go, they sue everyone. So I want to know your opinion. I appreciate you watching. I appreciate you checking this out. Thank you to everyone that sends me the stories, that links them, that tags me. Please continue to do that. It helps me tremendously know what's going on and to alert you guys to that sort of thing. By all means, use the comment section. I think that there's going to be, I saw a thread today in my group that was really, really passionate about companies and their products. And so I want to see what you guys here on my YouTube channel think. Use that down below. I'll continue to link the free Bolo. If you guys didn't get it, I'll link it below. It's a free list of items to buy and sell on eBay, Amazon, and Poshmark. It's completely free. You just have to put your email in. Of course, we have to email it to you. And if you enjoy it, if it helps you, if you make money off of it, there is a paid Bolo bundle, which I'll link below as well. It's $25, and you can get that the whole bundle for free as well by joining the group. They'll all be linked below. So as always, have a wonderful night. Thank you so much. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Can't wait to do a 100,000 giveaway, and you have to be subscribed to win. I'll see you guys tomorrow on Thursday for the live show, and I'll have a recorded video in the morning. Good night, everyone.